What up, world? Welcome back to the second season of the Brandon Rowe Show. I am your host, Brandon Rowe, and listen, it's been a crazy time, but we here, okay? You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to figure out how can I come back a little different, a little better, and be the best show that I can, that I can be. So shout out to my boy Dennis. Clearly we got a new set, you know what I'm saying? New set. So I just want to, anything that I do, I have to do it all the way right. In my opinion, I'm immediately competing with Cam and Mace, with Bubba Dub, Nightcap. I'm competing with everybody that's in the space immediately. So, I just had to, just kind of make it look a little more presentable. You know what I'm saying? So we got everything together, and you got me for the remaining, I don't know how many weeks of football. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new here, I am a resident Cowboy fan, resident Texas fan. I'm not gonna talk about the Mavericks. I don't know where I stand with them. We a little iffy, okay? We it's complicated between us right now, okay? Yeah, here we don't talk about nothing we don't want to talk about, okay? If I don't care about it, not gonna talk about it. Just that simple, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. So many games has happened already. And with us being out of I guess like the first quarter of the football season, a lot of questions are looming around some teams, and I think it's time to figure out whether they're good or not. So let's get into a segment that I call, Are They Good? So, first up, we going with the Jaguars. The Jaguars are 4-1, okay? They have wins against the Panthers, who are trash. The Texans, all right, pause real quick. We gotta study. I need a full investigation on what happened in that car with CJ Stroud and Amber Rose. I have to know what happened in that car. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened, bro. You can't convince me otherwise. CJ Stroud does not look like the same quarterback. Sorry, he just don't. And Nico Collins on my fantasy team, it ain't connecting like it was last year. I don't know what's going on, but Houston, y'all got a problem and y'all need to get it together, okay? But anyway, Jags wins over the Panthers, Texans, Niners, and Chiefs. Their only loss is to the fucking Bengals, and that was without Burrow. Okay, maybe they overlooked him. I don't know. Next up, and they looked really good against the Chiefs. I know it came down to Trevor Lawrence tripping and falling into the end zone. But hey, a win is a win. However, you got to get it right. That team looks good. Travis Etienne is running. Trevor Etienne is running well. 12 is looking good out there. Brian Thomas Jr., Trevor Lawrence. Took him a while, but he's looking good out there. I can't hate them. They next game is against the Seahawks. So we'll see how they play against Seahawks. Seahawks is a sneaky good team. I didn't put them in this segment this week, but we got to talk about the Seahawks. I'm going to say that right now, I'm going to say that they are good. But I'm watching because you got wins over the Niners and the Chiefs. We know the Niners are good. They sneaky good though. They're sneaky good. And we're about to get into the Chiefs as we speak right now. So Chiefs, 2-3 in their division, right? And let me say this: so the "Are they good" segment, it's not for everybody, right? This is for the teams who either had low expectation and they're overperforming, or they had high expectations and they're underperforming. Okay. So just so you know, I don't want you to, be walking around like, whoever, are they good? Like, duh. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not even gonna talk about that. The Bills. Like, we're not worried about if the Bills are good. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so Chiefs 2-3. They are third in the division. Third in the division. Okay. Um, their wins are against the Giants and the Ravens. Their losses are against the Chargers, who are number one in their division, the Eagles, and the Jaguars. And next up, they got the Lions. All their losses are close losses, though. So Chargers, they lost 21-27. The Eagles, they lost 20-17, and the Jags, they lost 31-28. They're all within a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. That's kind of the way that the NFL goes. You expect Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes to pull those games out, but it don't always bounce that way. They're still trying to figure it out with Worthy. Like, they're still trying to figure out these receivers. I know it's been a couple of years now. But they're still trying to figure him out. Travis Kelce is not Travis Kelce no more. Like, it just is what it is, right? So so are the Chiefs good? They're not good right now. Let's say that. They're not good right now. Your only two wins are against teams with no winning record. I'm sorry. I can't say you're good. I can't say you're good when you lost all three games against teams with winning records. But they play the Lions on Sunday, so we'll see. We'll see what they do. But they aren't good right now. Let's say that they're not good right now. Okay. Next up, who are we gonna talk about next? Indy. Okay. Indy is 4-1. Their wins are against the Dolphins, the Broncos, the Titans, and the Raiders. Okay. Not good wins. Their losses is against the Rams. And next up they have the Cardinals. So you have one win over a winning team. But can I really blame you though? Like, you can only play who they put on your schedule, right? And that's actually the markings of a good team. Beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat up on, and battle it out for the games that should be competitive, right? We know the Rams are a good team, so a loss to the Rams, I can't really fault you for that. And so I'm gonna say for now they're good, but I'm watching. Okay. Taylor is Jonathan Taylor is, I don't know what the fuck. Like, he is toting that thing. Like, Jonathan Taylor looking really good. So hopefully he stays healthy for the rest of the season. And shout out to Indy. Very surprised to see that. And the craziest part is Danny Dimes at quarterback. Danny fucking Dimes. So, sometimes a change of scenery can help a player out, because, we saw flashes with the Giants, but not like this. Nobody saw this coming. And especially you had to think like they sat Richardson down. This is what Richardson second, third year. Because I feel like he got hurt one year and then he played one and he was checking himself out when he was tired and shit, doing all kind of crazy shit. And then this year, so this might be his second or third year, I can't remember, but for them to sit him down and start Danny Dimes, I was like, that's interesting. Either they just like, fuck it, we'll just see what we got. But they knew what they saw in training camp. So, shout out to that whole staff, for believing in Danny Dimes and, proving yourself right. We'll see what they do for the rest of the season, but, they got the Cardinals coming next. So should be another win. But you just never know in today's NFL. But I'm going to say that Indy is good. Next up, the Patriots. Are the Patriots good? Right now, they have 3 wins, 2 losses. They have won against the Dolphins, the Panthers, and the Bills. They have lost to the Raiders and the Steelers. Now, listen. Once again, you win over the Dolphins, you don't get no points from me. You win over the Panthers, you don't get no points from me. But you do get points from not beating the shit out of them, but you understand what I'm saying. Beating the Bills. I got to give it to you. I have to give it to you. And your losses come to the Raiders, which, hey fam, I don't know. Was this a Tuck Rule revenge game? I don't know. I don't know how you lose to the Raiders because they suck. But you also lost to the Steelers, right? And that's another one. We gotta save. We slow walking the dog. But we definitely got to get into whether the Steelers are good or not, okay? But that's for a future episode. But yeah, and next up, they have the Saints, which the Saints fucking suck, right? So we'll see how the Patriots are. Now, I don't think they're good, but they got good pieces. Let's say that, okay? So I'm gonna stamp them as not good yet. They not good yet. Even though they, despite being 3-2, but I'm sorry, like your wins are over the Panthers and the Dolphins. I'm just not, I'm not impressed. But the Bills is definitely an impressive win. So we'll see what they do. But they have good pieces, right? They are doing running back by fucking committee, boy. And as a Travion Henderson fantasy owner, they are doing running back by committee, boy. Ramondre Stevenson is looking really good out there. Henderson, when he gets his shot, he's looking good out there. Then they got a third back. I can't remember his name. But I even see him get a touchdown last week. So they're running the ball really well. And Drake May. Listen, we got to talk about that quarterback class, okay? Fuck it, let's run through it right now. Drake May is really fucking good, right? 2024 quarterback class, he came out with Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy. Like, this is it's turning out to be a pretty good class. Like Caleb Williams, it looks like, they got some weapons around them. Roma Dunze, is out there balling. So Jaden Daniels, we already know what he doing. And, he in the division. I can't hate on him. If you new here, I only hate the Eagles, okay? I only hate the Eagles. I fuck with the Giants and I fuck with the Redskins. Sorry. The Commanders. And I like them now, meaning like I ain't never really been a fan of them before, but Jaden Daniels, he out there balling, and I find myself rooting for him. So, I'm gonna say that like I said, I'm gonna say that the Patriots are not good yet. But another quarterback that's in that class, Bo Nix. Bo Nix is fucking balling, which brings me to the Broncos. Are the Broncos good? Are the Broncos good? They're second in the division, only behind the Chargers. They have wins against the Titans, the Bengals, and the Eagles, which is a really good win. Well, maybe not now. I don't know. We'll see. But and then their losses are to the Colts and the Chargers. Now, the craziest thing about their losses, it's only been a 3-point margin. They lost to the Colts 29-28, and they lost to the Chargers 20-23. So, like, they have the makings of a good team. Sean Payton got them boys playing really well. That also speaks to Russell Wilson and Bo Nix, right? I'm sorry, Russ. Dark night feeling, die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And that is exactly what's happening to Russell Wilson. He has played too long. And I know that we have Aaron Rodgers, who has been in the league for what seems like my whole life. We had Tom Brady, who's been in the league for what seems like my whole life. It's just not working that way anymore. Russell Wilson looked really good. Mr. Unlimited looked really good against the Cowboys. I was like, oh shit, he's rewinding the clock back. But I don't know. The teams just are not winning under his leadership. And unfortunately in this league you have to win. So, but Bo Nix is really leading that team, and he's looking really, really, really good. Once again, I can't. I'm not so impressed with the wins. Right, the Titans, the Bengals, but the Eagles. Absolutely, and they were undefeated when they beat them. So I can't hate on that. And their losses are only by 3 points. So I'm gonna say that the 3-2 Broncos are good. And that's the markings of a good team. Once again, right? You beat up on the teams that you're supposed to beat. Unlike the next team we about to talk about, the fucking Cowboys. Like, fam, what are we doing, man? Cowboys are 2-1. Easily could be 3-1. Like, easily. I mean, well, 4-1. Sorry. Easily could be 4-1. But good teams find a way to pull out those games. Cowboys have wins against the Giants, which was the Russell Wilson, rewind the clock back game. Then we have a win against the Jets. I'm not taking no points. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get no points for beating the Jets. I'm sorry, you just don't. Who else? And then we have losses to the Eagles, which was a very winnable game. I'm sorry, CD. I love you, bro. I love you, dog. But had it not be for those couple drops, you could be having a different conversation, right? And we know that, games don't only come down to that, right? Like there was definitely other execution, pain points with that, because there was definitely third downs that, if we had like an all pro pass rusher, like I don't know where I would have got that from, but like I think we had one last fucking year, but we traded him to the fucking Packers. Don't get me started. Could have stopped a few of these, those third downs, and got off the field. Who knows what could have happened, right? That, weather delay or whatever happened, that game, they both teams came out different, right? Teams came out different. But CD, it's the end of the game. I'm sorry, bro. You got to catch those passes. And it wasn't just one. It was like three of them hoes. Like, all of them could have changed the trajectory of this game, right? But, you lose, right? So, but the one loss that I cannot explain and I won't try to explain is against the fucking Bears. The Bears? My good friend is from Chicago, right? And so since meeting him, I find myself like, on the Bears, right? Like, I'm indifferent on them, right? I actually try to root for them because, like, they haven't won since 85. Like, they went to the Super Bowl in, what was that, 2006? But they ain't really been that good, right? And they have the nerve to talk about the Cowboys. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, like, so I'm not mad at the Bears, right? But I don't understand how the fuck we lose to them. And not only lose, we got our asses kicked against them, right? So, Eagles, Bears are your losses, and then a fucking tie, bro. A tie? A tie against the fucking Packers, bro. Like, the Packers have broke my heart so many times because of Aaron Rodgers, who is actually one of my favorite quarterbacks. A lot of people said Brady, a lot of people said Peyton, some people say Drew Brees. For me, it was always Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the best thrower of the football that I've ever seen. Okay, with these eyes, he's the best one. And I remember playoff games, fucking Hail Marys, all kind of shit that we done lost to the fucking Packers. And don't get me started on Dez caught it. So I have this, this terrible relationship with the fucking Packers. And we tie against these motherfuckers, right? Overlooked them in the playoffs. Jordan Love came in here and beat the shit out of us, right? So, but that's what happens when you have a number one offense and the last historically bad defense of the fucking league, right? Like, that balance is just never gonna work, right? So, yes, we put up 40 points, but we also gave up 40 points. And that's just not going to win. That you're not going to win like that in the fucking National Football League, okay? Dak is playing out of his fucking mind. I'm going to say it again. Dak is playing out his motherfucking mind. There's no way you can hate on Dak Prescott. There's no fucking way. I don't miss me with all of that other shit. Miss me with it. I don't give a fuck about playoff wins at this particular point in history right now. This ain't about that. He is playing at an MVP level, right? Last year, he played, but our team sucked last year, right? So he gets hurt. Down for the rest of the season. Year before that, though, balling, right? Balling. Yes, he does not win in the playoffs, but guess what? A playoff win is not a quarterback stat, unfortunately. It's a team stat, okay? Yes, CD also, right? CD has some blame in that too because CD ass wanted to pout and, he can't... For whatever reason, it felt like he came out with an attitude. I don't know what the problem was, but in that playoff game against the Packers, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But he just didn't. He came out flat, right? And the whole team came out flat. And so, it just wasn't a good outing. But Dak Prescott is playing out of his fucking mind. And you are just hating at this point. if you disagree. I'm gonna tell you who has really impressed me this year. Javonte Williams. Shout out whoever thought to sign him. Shout out to you, because I'm gonna be honest. When I seen that we are gonna trot out Javonte Williams and Miles fucking Sanders, those were gonna be the running backs for the 2025-2026 season. Bag it up. All right. We losing again. But then when they drafted Jaden Blue, I was like, hey, that's RB1 right there. That's RB1 right there, right? And, he played good in the preseason. He got a couple snaps last game, so I'm excited to see his development. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? So I'm already familiar with Jaden Blue game. You get him running them little wheel routes and shit like that. Hey, man, listen, we cooking, right? We cooking. On defense, James Houston, playing really fucking good. But speaking of the defense, Trayvon Diggs, hey, bro. Say Trey. Can we have a conversation, Brody? Like, I don't know. I'm going to give you some grace because this is a new defense and you was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to get your legs back under you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to tell you, every time I look up, your ass is getting burnt. Every time I look up, your ass is getting burnt, missing tackles. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this ain't the Trayvon Diggs that I'm used to seeing, okay? So, man to man, homie to homie, you gotta step it up, dog. Like, put the chicken wings down. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I don't know. But you got to step it up. Because your ass, you know what they did to Terrence Newman, ain't it? You see what they did to Stephon Gilmore, ain't it? Your ass is on your way. Okay? Your ass is on your way. All right? So, lock in, twin. Lock in. And I got to get it together. Speaking of somebody ass that's on their way out, yeah, I'm over the Eberflus experiment. I'm over that. Hey, I can help you pack your shit up now, fam. Let me just, like when you got a trip coming up, sometimes, it might be about a month away, but you like, you know what? I'm going to start going shopping and I'm going to start just putting little things in the bag already. You know what I'm saying? You got your swim trunks, you know what I'm saying? You got your outfits picked out and stuff like that. And you just putting it in the bag preemptively. You know what I'm saying? So that way, night before, you ain't really got to do too much. You just got to put your toiletries in there. You know what I'm saying? Toothbrush, shit like that. That's what I want to do with Matt Eberflus motherfucking ass, okay? I want to start packing your shit now. Because if at the end of this motherfucking season, you still on this motherfucking staff, it's going to be a motherfucking problem. It's going to be a motherfucking problem if Matt Eberflus is still the motherfucking DC at the end of the season. I know Jerry don't really get rid of, people in the during the season. I know that. But this motherfucker gotta go. This motherfucker gotta go, man. I'm sorry. You gotta go, dog. Our offense is, nigga, without CD. Without CD, we playing like this. And you can't stop a guy. Nigga, you couldn't stop DeSoto. You can't stop Duncanville, nigga. Bro, like, he gotta go, bro. He gotta fucking go. Nick can't stop North Crowley. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's the scheme. Hey man, I need to see your prize picks. That's what I need to see. I need to see Matt Eberflus prize picks. That's what I need to see. I need to see his fucking prize picks, his underdog, his FanDuel, his ESPN bet. I need to see the fucking I need to see the tickets, man. I need to see the tickets. Cause ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way we that goddamn bad. Like, I know we miss Micah. Like, trust me, we miss Micah. And Jerry, don't ever tell me that wasn't no ego play, bro. That wasn't about no goddamn football. You do not think that we a better football team without Micah Parsons. Ain't no fucking way. Like, that's the shit. I told y'all earlier that I got this love-hate relationship with the Mavericks. That's the shit right there that is going to, like, because you playing with me at this point, right? Like, I've been a Cowboys fan since, I'm going to say, about 92, 93 is when I remember, right? I used to sit on my grandma's lap. She used to have a Miller Lite in one hand, and I was in her other hand, okay? I'm sitting on her lap and we watching the Cowboys. That's what we did every Sunday. Win, lose, or draw. I done cried when you motherfuckers lost, okay? When y'all lost to the Seahawks, nigga, I cried, okay? I cried. When y'all lost to, nigga, there wasn't even no playoff game. Y'all lost to San Francisco when T.O. went off. It was in San Francisco, not the one where George, I forgot the nigga name, George hit him on the star. Not that game. Like, it was one earlier, man. I cried because we was beating them niggas the whole damn time, and then them niggas came back and won. Bro, I done cried behind the Cowboys, right? So my fandom runs deep. Like, I go to the games, I spend money on you motherfuckers, man. And then for you to seemingly not give a fuck. That's why, like, last year, I wasn't even mad when them niggas was sorry, because when you tried out, you didn't have no money to get fucking Saquon. We knew you ain't had no money for that. We knew you ain't had no money for that. But you should have had $8 million to be able to get Derrick Henry. You should have had $8 million to be able to get Derrick Henry. I wonder where we could have got $8 million from. Oh, if we had signed CD when he was supposed to. If we had signed Dak when we were supposed to, instead of waiting all the time. I don't know why the fuck you do that to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why you do that to us. It don't seem like fucking Jake Ferguson had to go through that to get his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why it gotta be, you know what I'm saying, CD and Dak. Why it gotta be them? You know? So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the problem was, but you could have had Derrick Henry last year, but your ass ain't managed to cap right. Who else? What else? So last year we tried out who? Rico Dowdle. Shout out to Rico, because Rico actually balling this year. And he was okay, but you cannot tell me that Rico Dowdle and Zeke is finna be our fucking running backs, and you tell me that you all in. Fuck that. You're not all in, bro. You not all in. Like, I'm sorry. Your actions speak louder than motherfucking words. If you was all in, you would have signed the running back last year. So I don't want to hear that shit. So this year, you're not all in, but you come back and you do some shit like that and you give up Micah. Sorry, Kenny Clark. This ain't about you. It's not about you. But like, bro, we got back a bag of fucking peanuts, dog. You got what, two first round picks, but they gonna be good. So what? Some late round picks in the first, man. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. You're not getting another Micah Parsons, dog. You're not getting another one. especially that late in the draft. Like, what the like, bro? Come on. So don't piss on me and tell me it's raining, bro. So that like shit like that is really making me like reconsider my fandom. I'm not gonna hold you. So which brings me to my other motherfucking point. Nigga, we done lost Micah Parsons and Luka in the same fucking year. What? What? I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, well, you got Cooper Flag against man, fuck that. Fuck that. And you know the reason why? Because I'm a liken this to a relationship, okay? I'm a liken this to a relationship. See, you didn't appreciate the woman you had, right? She did everything for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even notice the little things that she was doing for you. She, you know what I'm saying? Not only was she cooking, not only was she, you know, making sure that you was good, she was packing you a lunch before, you know, before she taking care of everything she's supposed to take care of. But also it was little things. She was anticipating your needs. She was there for you. She was holding your hand through them tough times. And then, you know, you wasn't doing a lot to really help her out. You know what I'm saying? Like you was doing some questionable shit, right? You was doing some questionable shit, but she was still holding your motherfucking ass down. And she took your ass to the motherfucking promised land, okay? She believed in your dream. She believed in you now, okay? And she took you to the NBA Finals. You lost, and that's okay. But she took you there. And now, because she was gaining a little weight, the meals wasn't hitting the same way that they used to. Or now, you know, now actually, this is really what it is. Now she know her worth. She know what she worth. She done drug you. She done drug your motherfucking ass to the promised land, right? She done drug you there. And now you want to get rid of her. Because, you know, now she want to drink a little bit. And, you know, she gained a few, you know what I'm saying? But still operating at optimum level, right? She was injured a little bit, you know, but still performing. So now you get rid of her. Get rid of her. And you say, you know what? I can win. You know, if you know, because defense is gonna win this. You know, these championships. You know, defense is gonna do it, right? So you know, I'm gonna get me a little. You know, she used to be fine, right? She was bad in college. She was bad back then. You know, and now we got her, and you know, she's still serviceable. You know what I'm saying? She still get looks. You know what I'm saying? The new girl, she still get looks, but she just ain't that. She just ain't that. But now, every picture that I see of the new girl, she getting bigger and bigger. Ain't looking the same. Don't even look like last year. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if the nigga eating Rudy's chicken or, you know, going to Sweet Georgia Brown or, you know, up in Kitchen and Cocktails or Brew City. I don't know what the fuck the nigga eating, but getting a little, you know what I'm saying? Teetering that line between thick, you know, teetering the line. But that motherfucker you let go, boy, she done got a degree. She done got a new nigga. They got more money than you. Body done got right. On the cover of magazines and shit. Motherfucker bad now. Pause if needed for the analogy. Pause for the analogy. My nigga Luka out there, boy, that nigga got muscles. When that nigga had triceps? Never. I bet Luka got a six-pack, boy. Luka out there looking slim. Got with LeBron. Hey, fam. He like And this is what and now AD looking exactly like Luka did when he left. So I don't know what the fuck going on. And then don't try to sell me on Cooper Flag. I'm sorry. He might be good. See, I'm not an expert in basketball. I don't know it the way that I know football. I'm be completely honest. I don't. But and he looks serviceable, cool, right? But you ain't Luka. Like that shit broke my heart. Like it literally hurt my feelings that you traded Luka. So that's the same shit. Like the Cowboys are teetering that line of you got one more motherfucking time to play me like that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Jumping back into the NFL though, the Giants had a great win against the Eagles last night. Not just a great win, ass kicking against the Eagles last night. And all I'm gonna say is Brian Daboll, hey, come here, bro. Let me put my arm around your shoulder when I say this to you. You owe Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo your goddamn paycheck. You owe them your paycheck, some head, some hoes. You owe them something. You owe them something because they are saving your ass right now. They are saving your ass, Brian Daboll. And it's so funny. Like, I saw a meme that said that Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo are the exciting whites. And absolutely, deservingly so, man. Like, they are really fucking good. Jackson Dart, I personally thought that the Giants should have picked Shador, but we're not gonna go back there. That's not anything against Jackson Dart. I thought he was a baller at Ole Miss. Tough kid. Like, he played with when they talk about playing with swagger, that's Jackson Dart. Great quarterback name, by the way. Great quarterback name. Jackson Dart is the real deal. Jackson Dart is the real fucking deal. Cam Scatterboo, all right, listen, Scatterboo, I gotta tell you, bro, and this is nothing against you personally, it's against the motherfuckers that hype you up, right? And not even necessarily hype you up. So Texas played Arizona State last year in the college football playoffs, and bro, every single time they got down or, they got the ball and, they trying to climb their way back in the game. I think it was Herb Street. I can't remember, but I think it was Herb Street. And he like, they got to be going to Cam Scatterboo. Oh, Scatterboo. Like, God damn, how many times y'all gonna say this nigga name? Like, shit. But he was a good player. So I don't hate on nobody, right? He was good. And so it's really good to see him translating into the NFL. Even when he played the Cowboys, like, he was balling. Like, he like a little bowling ball running down there. So, shout out to Cam Scatterboo and the exciting whites. New York deserves this, man. Cause New York media can be such assholes and critics to every fucking thing. So I love that these kids are playing good, and they rookies. They act like frat bros. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really seem like, they come into the cookout and they bringing something with them. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna bring something with them. Like, man, like, they just cool as hell. They look like they listen to Future and Gunna and shit, like Lil Baby. So, like, shout out to Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo, man. Listen, like, y'all, I salute y'all. The only team that I hate in the whole NFL, honestly, is the Eagles. Okay, I hate the motherfuckers. We won't get into it right now, but let's switch gears into the Eagles. Speaking of, y'all are a mess. Last week, 6 carries for Saquon Barkley. The fuck are y'all doing? What are you doing? 6 carries? And now you're forcing the ball to AJ and Devontae. Like, y'all are a mess. Y'all OC, I don't know his name, but hey, he about to be out there with Eberflus if he keep calling games like this. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I understand that AJ Brown is upset. I get it. And it's a tough thing to ask an athlete, hey, would you rather win or would you rather get your stats, right? I get it because, you get paid based off of that. So I understand it. But listen, y'all's formula is running the fucking ball. That's when you're good. That's when you're good, is when you're running the fucking ball. Okay? All of this trying to throw the ball shit, no. Y'all set the throw up off of the run. Okay? Even if it's Jalen running himself, that's when y'all are good. Not this bullshit. Okay? Not this bullshit. Your 2 losses against the Broncos last week and the Giants last night, that's inexcusable, bro. Like, y'all are playing uncharacteristic football to the Eagles, right? And I just don't understand what the fuck y'all are doing. But yeah, y'all are a miss. I'm not gonna go as far to say like y'all are in trouble or anything. Like y'all gonna figure it out, right? I hope y'all figure it out. Well, I really don't hope you figure it out. But for the sake of this content, I hope y'all figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all figure it out. But the craziest part is every year, winning mask a lot, right? Like winning supersedes everything, but it's when you start losing, that's when motherfuckers got to start questioning, right? And every single year since Nick Sirianni has entered the NFL as, well, not entered the NFL, but since he's entered the Eagles head coaching position, we have questioned whether he is good enough as a coach. And ever since Jalen Hurts has taken over as the starting quarterback of the Eagles, we have questioned whether he's good enough. Despite them winning every fucking year, and even last year capping it off with a Super Bowl win, we still don't trust you motherfuckers, right? And that's even Eagles fans. Y'all still question them. Y'all still question them. And now that y'all are losing, I'm seeing the questions creep back in. I'm seeing them creep back in. I would never put Jalen Hurts as like top quarterback. I don't. If I'm really thinking about it, he's like 10 or 11. Like he doesn't like, he wins. Absolutely. He wins. Absolutely. But he don't blow you away when you watch him. Like, but he wins. And that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. So I'm not hating on him, even though I hate the Eagles. I actually root for Jalen Hurts. Hey man, black quarterback, gotta stick together, right? I just hate the team that he plays for. But I'm rooting for him. But we've questioned them every single year. And they quiet us every single year. But when you start losing, it exposes, and people are, right back questioning. They're a good football team, right? I'm not gonna go, to the stretch of saying that they sorry or nothing like that because they lost 2 games. Like I'm not that kind of Cowboy fan, right? But shit, look at who they beat. They beat the Rams, they beat the Chiefs, they beat the Cowboys, they beat the Bucks. Bucks is the real fucking deal. We gotta wonder if they good, but I can cut this short. They're fucking good. They are fucking good. So they have great wins, 2 tough losses, but it just is what it is. You got caught falling asleep at the wheel and you got your ass kicked last night. I want to switch gears. Last topic of the show to college football. and we pissed off all over again. Okay, but we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. College football. Let's go over the top five in the AP poll. Coming in at number 5, we got Texas A&M. Then we got Ole Miss in 4th place. We got 3rd Oregon, Miami number 2, and Ohio State number 1. And number 16 is the fucking OU Sooners. Okay. OU is playing Texas this weekend in the Red River rivalry. Say that 3 times fast. And Texas fucking sucks. Okay. Let's talk about it. Texas was the number 1 ranked team coming into the season. And now you are unranked 6 games in. Not because you lost to Ohio State. That was a hard-fought game, okay? Jitters, probably for Arch Manning, big game. This is your first real start, right? Last year he played against like UTSA and, probably some, San Jose State or some shit probably. But, nothing like real. He got in a couple games in the CFP, but, not nothing crazy, right? But this game, he just looks all over the place. He's missing wide open receivers. It's like, and you're like, okay, all right. It was his first game. It's his first game. Hey, Arch, don't worry about it, man. Shake it off. That's a pro style defense that you played. Who's that? Matt Patricia, I think, is their DC. So yeah, like, shake it off. It's okay. It's all right. We got 3 wins after that. Not really caring because, it's like Sam Houston State and I can't even remember whoever else they played. It don't really matter. But then you go to Florida. SEC opponent, 1-3, right? This should be more of the same of the last 3 weeks, right? You should go in there and beat the shit out of them. DJ Lagaway or however he say his last name, I'm not sold on him. I'm not fucking sold on him. He never looked good to me. Never looked good to me. He always out there fucking up. Every time I see him, out there fucking up. Okay. So with that being said, you go out there and Arch Manning is looking like, I don't know. He looked like a high school quarterback. Like, he can't hit wide open receivers. There's drag routes that he's missing. There was one play, and I wish that I could get it. You got, I don't know, maybe it's like I'm gonna say it's probably like the far left receiver is probably running like a little out, and then the slot receiver is probably running like a little corner. And so they kind of, doing this kind of at the same time. He just throws it right in the middle of both of them. Like, it's bad. It's bad. I want my motherfucking money back. I want my money back. Who sold me this bullshit? Who sold me this bullshit? You sold me on he's one and done. You sold me on he's going to be a Heisman front runner. You sold me on he's going to be probably the number 1 quarterback for the draft. And the Cowboys going to be sorry so they can draft Arch Manning. Like, y'all sold me on all the things. And now look at his motherfucking ass. And then this is what I don't like. Is that the broadcast, they give him all the excuses in the world. He normally hits that pass in practice. I've seen him hit that pass, 3 times in the past week. But on game day, he missing these motherfuckers. So does it really matter? And to me, I test, hey fam, you ain't it. But guess what? We ain't got shit else. So, with all sincerity in my heart, Quinn Ewers, we owe you an apology. We owe you an apology. Now, you was out there fucking up too. But we might have rushed this. We might have rushed this. Because at least you, Quinn, you might just throw like an errant interception. You might hold the ball too long. But you was a baller. You was a fucking baller. However, this guy is just your last name. And you probably really need to turn that motherfucker in, man. You shouldn't be wearing number 16. Number 16 wouldn't be doing that. Number 16 wouldn't be playing like that. Hey, I'm actually okay with being wrong on this. So I hope you prove me wrong, Arch. I hope you prove me wrong. I'm truly rooting for you, okay? But I have to call a spade, because when we see Shador, right? Oh, he just can't play. Look at him. He just can't play. He just can't. Okay? But when we got Arch, he hits that play in 9 out of 10 times. And this just happened to be the 10th one that he missed. Fuck that. Fuck that. Arch, your ass is sorry right now. Your ass is sorry right now, okay? No two ways around it. You suck right now. I hope you get better. I hope you do. For the sake of my motherfucking mental health. I hope you get better. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do if you miss another wide open motherfucker. I don't know what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to actually give you some bail real quick. Because our receivers, they ain't getting it done. They can't get no separation off nobody. These motherfuckers, when you do get the ball to them, they drop the motherfucker. So hey, I understand that, right? On their end. But you the quarterback, bro. You got the Manning name. You got the aura. You know what I'm saying? You got the aura. When you running in touchdowns against fucking San Jose State, you want to stand over motherfuckers and shit like that. Man, hey, listen. Do it when it fucking counts. And this week is when it counts. Beat these motherfuckers. Change my mind. Change my mind. That's the end of the Brandon Rose Show. That's all I got for y'all this week. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all so much. Y'all can follow me. All this shit right here. Y'all can follow me. All of this right here. Y'all can follow me. YouTube, The Brandon Rose Show. And we'll see y'all next week. We out.